Welcome everybody, how are you? Bienvenidos a todos, ¿cómo están? Okay, Fred, so yesterday we completed the corpse, we closed the corpse. We're painting the parts on the upside and the upper body, and we changed something in the weapon, a piece that was a mesh that was not good. We also changed some colors, and now I think that is looking better. Now we're going to continue with the painting process. Maybe today we're going to finish this. So let's get started. Okay, let's get started with this part. I already paint this, right? Yes, I think I already paint this. I think that I already painted this. This is the gray color, right? See. Yes. It is already painted. Let's check what else we need to paint. Maybe this one, I don't like it. Okay, for these pieces, let me think. Let's go with this one. Let's apply these modifiers. Sorry. So remember that some pieces I have with no right scale value because it worked for me. The bevel, and I didn't want to change again and then try to find the bevel that I want. So I did it in that way. No, I want this color. Okay, I'm going to use this one. Okay, I painted. Let's go with the eyes. Let's think. To paint the eyes, the eyebrows, the nails. The nails I'm not going to paint because I am going to maybe choose a color, or should I paint it? Maybe we can paint it. Maybe I can paint the nails. For the eyebrows, for the eyelashes. For the nails, maybe I can paint the nails with the same color of the lips. For all the characters that have nails in the sculptures that we created, that are maybe all the characters, The nails are normal with no painting, but if I paint, the transparent property that I always use is not going to work because it's going to be painted, of course. So I think that I'm going to decide to choose that option for this character. For the previous one, you already see that I just choose a material, put it completely white, and make it transparent. So you can see through the nail inside the finger. I mean the finger. You can see the finger inside the nail, and that make like a realistic style. But in this case, if I paint them, we're not going to see that, but it is going to look good for this character. If I have another reference here, well, you can paint the same color of the lips. I don't like this character. The design of the character is not good for me. With the teeth, okay. In this part, where are the teeth in the... Hawkgirl teeth. Okay, great. I am going to select everything here, convert this into mesh, and apply, of course, the scale. Let me find a hex color for this. Okay, we can try, let me see. Let's try this one. Let me select all the teeth, okay? I'm going to paint, I'm going to choose this color. F9, F1. Just like kind of yellow, but I think that this is the color of the teeth. It's not white, remember. White is not. Oh, I'm going to choose this color. Oh, well. Her eyes are like green. I'm going to apply all the modifiers. Not all the modifiers. One moment. I'm going to create a new color palette. Save. This is only for the eyes. Okay. Let me save. And I am going to follow this style of the ice groups. I'm going to try to follow because I think that I don't have enough. Enough polygons. I'm going to try to paint it like this. Bad. I'm going to choose, of course, the I'm going to choose the reference. Is the reference the cartoon? Very nice, very nice. These are very nice. Let me try with, but I don't have a clear. Oh no. Maybe these are too clear. I think that yes, maybe we can use it. Okay, there is a way to paint this. Let me see. Instead of a stroke, no. No, that one, no. Instead of a space, it's anchored, I think. But I have to do the same for the inner side. Okay, let me first do this. Instead of a smooth, I'm going to choose sharp. And for the green, let's return to here. I'm going to save this green, and here I'm going to choose a green that is near almost black. Okay, that I'm going to save that and return to my green color. That. And this one, mirror on mirror. mode and to paint it with this. Okay. Delete this. I cannot paint the more because I don't have more topology. I don't have more topology. For example, let me change to, instead of anchor, to space, and return to this is smooth. Smooth. No. Here. Smooth I have, right. Let's try. Oh, it is like, no. Maybe it's something like this, but I think that it is not going to look good because I don't have. Okay, let's try to do this. Let's see. Let's say first, okay? Let's see if this is going to work. It is not looking good, right? Okay, something like that. One moment. I'm going to try to copy this makeup, okay? Because Hawkgirl has something like that, right? Yes, something like that. Ah, the color of the leaves. I forgot about that. Maybe something like it. It looks yes, it looks like it is the right color, but maybe a little bit lighter. Let me see. It seems that it is the right color. Maybe let's try to make but I don't have more time. Maybe like that, less saturation. Let's see. Lose. Oh no, let's leave it like the one that I already had. I'm trying to see two hex colors for these eyelashes. Hex codes too. Hex codes. Okay, let's try this one. Let's try sorry. First let me select the eyelash. Okay. It seems that we have to finish this one. Let me apply the let me select the mirror modifier. Let me apply the solidify, this one here, solidify. Now let's go with the mirror. Here the same mirror. Okay, let's paint this first, okay? Here we should. Let's try this. Oh, this is not the right color. Like that, no? Maybe like that one, but I want it to be black. This one is like more natural. So I'm going to save this color and later I'm going to change it if I don't like it, okay? Let me save this color. What is the palette? Okay, let's save it. Let me select this one and then go to the skin color. I'm going to start to paint here around this part, the eyes. Sorry. I think like this. Okay. So we're going to paint all this part of that color. Oh. Here it seems that it was not enough. Here, good. Here, we need a little bit more of color. But at least here. Then for this part, a little bit more of color. Something like that. Let's go with the lips. For the lips, I'm going to insert a reference image. Let's see. This one looks good, but I'm going to choose the one from the cartoon. But she has different red lips. Let me think. Hello, Nikis25. Welcome. We are creating this sculpture for 3D printing. I am just painting it for the render. This is just a part of the. Fine, thank you. This is just a part of the full project. The full project is like 3 more components. The components, for example, let me show you. You have the Hawkgirl. You have the Hawkgirl, that is this one. In another file I already finished with is the enemy of the sculptor. This one, she's like standing over him. Yes, it was a lot of work. Also, I created a base inspired by her planet. No, I don't have a reference here, and 2 statues that are part of the base. I think that I have the statues here. Let me see. All those components are in different files. I have to separate all of that because I have too much polygons. But I'm going to bring back everything once I finish to paint this character. These are the Hawk statues. Yes, but the thing is, if you are new in the channel, you can see that I have different stream series because I have different videos. Here in livestream I create different sculptures. This is the 3rd project, and I just show you here the. Can you hear me? Can you hear me right now? Hello. Too loud. Okay, let me change that. Okay, one moment, please. Hello, can you hear me right now? I think that the volume is too low right now, and okay. So I was saying that this project is with different components, and I was saying that I show you here in live stream the full process of the sculpting, the sculpting process from one cube. I always start with a cube and start to create all of this. But I cannot show you the printing process because I don't have a 3D printer. And in my country, the 3D printers are very expensive. I don't have money yet to buy that. Maybe in the future, and especially the resin. The thing that I do is always show you the sculpting process, and like an extra, I paint it and create the render. Okay, the render settings. I prepare the background and the lights and all of that for the rendering. Okay, that's what I do. And off camera, I prepare the figures for. I prepare these all the pieces to convert, to merge, to separate, to split, all the things that I want for the STL files. The STL files are the ones that you use to print. Those are the files that you need to for the 3D printer. Okay. I don't show you how I clean this model because you have to clean a lot once you merge. It is another challenging and large process of all of this, because you have to first to know what is the size of your sculpture, and it depends in the artist. For example, me, this kind of sculpture I would like to see maybe in real size, in real size, in real human size, the real human height, a bigger sculpture, because it has too much details. It is going to be really expensive. Okay, that is for me. But if you ask me, also I really want like to have maybe for this one 20 centimeters is a great measure, and depending on that you have to split your model, because the printers, as you can see, has its limits, and by that the dimensions needs to be like following. It depends also on the printer, so you have to split your character. Also, by doing that split process, it is good because you have to merge some parts, for example the whole boot here, and by doing that you are going to lose a lot of details. For example, here you're going to lose this part. You could offer them your sculpture files for free and display your situation. If you're reaching out to a major, maybe you can share with me some names of those creators, and I maybe I could contact them. Maybe we can create like bigger pieces. I saw some creators, for example, one I found like a girl, an artist, like she likes to print armor for cosplays, and she printed the Doom Slayer armor from the new game, the Doom: The Dark Ages, and it was a lot of work. Maybe in the future, if you can share to me, maybe I don't know if they will like to collaborate with me, because my channel, as you can see, it is not like big. But I will like I don't lose anything by trying. Not trying is the worst thing. So maybe you can please share to me those names, and we can try. So I was explaining that, and also maybe there are people that, no, I don't like a bigger piece, I just want a little miniature, maybe 10 centimeters. Okay, so you're going to lose a lot of detail, but it is going to, okay, great. Yes, I would like to do that. It is going to be a challenging work because look, it has too much detail. My dream is maybe in the future I would like to be in a Comic-Con or something like that, and see one of my figures printed there. If you can check my videos, I already created here on YouTube a Son Goku from Dragon Ball Daima. I don't know if you like anime. And also I created Hulk, the Hero Hulk version for Marvel Rivals. Let me show you. I don't know if you are new. Sorry if I don't remember your name, but please, you can join to our Discord server. You have the link in the YouTube page, and there you can see that you can share all those all those names. Please, you have different channels for that. So I was saying, for example, I have this where, for example, artist. This is one of the most wanted models that I created. One of my first characters. It is like big head characters. This one a simple character when I was trying Nomad Sculpt for iPad. This one is easier for 3D printing. You can see here the STL files. Let me show you. This also are this one was one of the most challenging characters. I don't know if you like anime. This was very challenging because I make this in iPad, in the Nomad Sculpt iPad. This part was very challenging, the head, because in the Nomad Sculpt iPad you don't have too much at that time. A few years ago, you didn't have too much options like Blender. So I tried to improve a lot of to improvise a lot of things. Let me see. This one was the first character that I created here on YouTube on the live stream. This Goku from the Dragon Ball Daima anime. This one. The second one was this Hulk. This Hulk is from Marvel Rivals. I don't know if you play the game. This one is from Marvel Rivals. In the render, you cannot see too much of the details because I made like a toy. My renders look like he's a toy. But in the other version, when the shadows with no color, let me show you. I think that I have that here. This part was very challenging. The belt. Look, here you can see most of the details. Do you know Serter? No, I don't know that. What is that? Here you can see more of the details. And these small cartoons, these small projects are these Pokemons I created here in Blender too, but I did that on Kick because I also do streaming on Kick and Twitch. But in Kick on Twitch, I created projects like this one that are shorter projects. This Lapras, this Executor, this Pidgeot, this one is this was my first character from on Twitch. This is from a Mexican comedian. I don't know if it is a very famous Mexican comedian it was very famous in the whole Latin America. You have a YouTube channel. You are also a 3D artist. You create maybe more like 3D modeling, not like 3D printing, 3D sculpting. If you can maybe share if you have something that it is maybe something that we can learn. You have in the Discord server, you have a channel that is 3D Showcase. You can share maybe that your art there. Of course, if it is something that we would like to learn, for example, you have a video about how to create this, how to create that. Okay. Just if you have, for example, something that will be useful for all of us, you can share that. And this was the last project that I created on Kik, this Johnny Bravo. Okay, something like that. I think that the music stopped, right? One moment. I'm going to have copyright problems. Let me change the music. Okay. So yes, I also do 3D modeling. I try different things. I am more like a 3D generalist, but most of my work is 3D sculpting. After we finish this sculptor, that is the most challenging project that I ever made, I'm going to start to create 3D modeling. I'm going to let you choose if you want a 3D characters for animation, if you want with animation, if you want a 3D environment. I've been doing this last month projects like that. I cannot show you because it is confidential. It is not mine. All the things that you see in ArtStation are my personal projects. I never share things that I do for other people, unless they gave me permission, of course. And also maybe a weapon, I don't know. Jean Grey. Okay. You can share that with us in the 3D Showcase channel. But don't worry, it is always difficult when you maybe you will need some practice. For example, right now I am trying to finish a character that I started like a year ago, but I stopped because of different problems, because of work and then of other projects. I have a lot of, no, not a lot, a few projects that I didn't finish. I need to finish those projects. I also create renders like a Game Boy, a 3D realistic Game Boy, and a Game Boy, what is the name of that Game Boy? The Game Boy 3D, no, I don't remember. The one that you open like a cell phone, the old cell phones, the Nokia cell phones. I don't remember the name of that Game Boy. Well, that Game Boy. For rendering, right now I'm creating a character for 3D modeling with realistic hair. It wasn't my AAA character. For example, that is difficult for me, but once you practice, things are easier. So you should continue with that. About sculpting, I don't have like specific videos about sculpting because all the things that I share with you are here in livestream. I have a few tutorials in my channel. I'm trying to create more, but it is difficult for me to create specific videos about something because to create a script, it is difficult for me. Writing something is very, very difficult for me, and especially in this language that, as you may notice, it is not my native language. I am from Ecuador, so I speak Spanish. So English is a little bit difficult for me, and trying to do that in English, it is more difficult. So create a video is more challenging for me, and it will take me more time. So all the things I'm trying to do here in live stream. When you ask me something, I try to show you that. If there is something that I don't know and then I discover, I share that with you. So most of the things, I have some time-lapse videos in my channel. You can check. I have like the three Pokemons that I created on Nomad Sculpt. I have the Goku, and I have the Hulk. I have the Lapras too. The Lapras in time-lapse. You can check. The thing is with time-lapse is that my time-lapse videos are like 1 hour, 2 hours. It is a very long video. I have of these projects. Once I finish, I try to check again all the videos and edit all of that into one time lapse. I think that for this project I am not going to do that because it is a very big project, unless I divide the time lapse in different time lapses videos. As you can see in the title of this video, this is day 162. This is the larger project that I ever created. So maybe for the new projects I will try to keep them maybe shorter, easier projects, because yes, it is a very large project. This, as I told you, this is one part of the project. There are 3 more parts. This is the other part of the project. There is like statues are like here. The base is also has its own design, and the enemy. I don't have the enemy is something like that. She's standing over the enemy. The enemy is here. It is in another file. Maybe this week we're going to finish this project, so don't worry. These are the last part. This is the last days of this project. I already completed this project. I just have to, right now, after I finish to paint the character, I'm going to start to decimate a lot for the rendering, because I want to bring everything in one file. All the parts of all the components of the project, I want to bring everything back in one file for the rendering, of course. So I need to decimate a lot. The only part that in this file is decimated are the wings, because the wings were very difficult. And if you want to see how I created these wings, this is not my original. All the methods that you see here are things that I learned, of course, from other artists. By myself, I discovered methods, or maybe some of you helped me with try this. Okay, let's try that. But these wings in particular, I created this with geometry nodes. And for me, geometry nodes is like coding. I am not good at that. That's why I didn't create a game yet, because I am not good with coding. And geometry nodes is very difficult for me. So I use a method from another artist. I not use completely follow step by step. Hello, welcome. Step by step the process, because that artist created the wings for modeling, for rendering. So I need to change some parts of that method. I was saying that I changed some part of that method. And you can check the video, because of course it is not my method. I share when I adapt a method from another artist. I always share that with you, because it is not me. It was not my like, it is like giving credit to that artist. So in the Discord channel, you have like a 3D general channel. In that place, we usually share those kind of things. At the beginning, it was in the 3D. I don't remember, because we have three channels, I think. I don't remember. But there you have a video. You have the video of that artist. Also, in that part, you have a video where you can see, where you can rate artist. No, I didn't steal. It is. I just follow his method, but again, I didn't follow completely, because it was different purposes. My purpose was for 3D. For example, I need to change a lot of things. I created the wings, but I need to change a lot of things. I play with curves. I like change a lot of things from his method. And for example, this part, I use hair particles to create these feathers here. Okay, so you can check that video from that artist to learn how I use the geometry nodes, because again, I am not good with geometry nodes. But the last parts, the curves, how I change a lot of things to make it in this pose, you have to see that in my live stream videos. I for free you can check all the videos here. You have everything very organized uh, per day. Some the titles I think maybe are not good, but you can see and the how is the name of that? The layout? No, it's not the thumbnail. The thumbnail you can see the what we did in that day. So if you want to check that, you can see. And again, you cannot see too much tutorials on my YouTube channel because everything I do on live stream. But I'm going to try to create maybe special live streams only for specific topics. So you have there, for example, there was one day in the last year that I created a 4 hours stream. I created three animations. It was for a political campaign here in my country. It was political, but it was because I wanted to do it in that way. It is not because someone paid me to do that. But I don't pay attention to the political things, just pay attention to the animations, because I show you 3 animations 2D with shaders and also one in 3D. And just like that, because I don't have just that was the only one that it was like a little bit different, like that that is like the content of my channel. I was saying that once we finish this project, we're going to start to create new projects, more 3D modeling, I don't know, environment, maybe assets, maybe a character with animation and all of that. I'm going to try to keep it, but it is no way to keep things shorter, because if you do that in live stream, you're going to use a lot of time. And also why it take me too many days, because as you can see, I am here like 2 hours and a half. So that's the reason. And for example, right now I am talking to you. Have you seen? No, I didn't saw that trailer yet. I like how can I say this? I like stop watching Marvel movies for a while, because for me the new content that they created was not as good as the first movies, for example. So I used to like to watch all their movies, but like in the last movies, I didn't saw most of the latest content that they created. And maybe with this it is not something like I am really excited to see. Cyclops, yes, that is a good option. I'm going to give you like once I finish this one, I'm going to give you some maybe in the other channels, because in the other channels I will continue with 3D sculpting. Yes, we can do that. It all depends. If you want, I'm going to let you choose what you want next. But right now, maybe in YouTube, I'm going to stop with sculpting, because most of the people here in the community. Okay, great. Thanks for joining. You can see maybe the content that we share there, and also you can share new things. I was saying that also, please, if you are new in the channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That helps a lot. I was saying that most of the people ask me to start with 3D modeling for animation. So that's the thing. Maybe on YouTube, at least, we're going to stop with this project. On Kick, we are creating a second project. I am creating like projects for different cartoons. Three projects. I already created 3 Pokemons. I'm creating the second project from the Cartoon Network series. Maybe after that we can go with X-Men or Dragon Ball. I don't know. Maybe we can start with the Cyclops. For Marvels, because yes, I already have a Marvel hero, is Hulk. Yes, we can do Cyclops. Okay. Thank you. It is really difficult for me to get new subscribers trying with this content, but I really like it. I really enjoy when doing this. Yes, it is. I'm trying to take that kind of, to reach that kind of goals, but it is very challenging. But I am happy. That this is part of the process. So okay, maybe let's finish this part because I have to paint her lips and the nails. And after this, maybe there is some part that I want to improve. It all depends on what I want. I want to maybe add new. Yes, YouTube is hard right now, and especially right now with all the AI content. It is like not good, but I don't know. We have to try to continue, and it is very the most difficult part is like trying to get viewers, because for example, for the monetization you have to reach like 4,000 views, something like that. And if you are not here like every day, you lost a lot of that. And as you can see, my content is like not viral content. It is more like educative, if we can say it like that. And maybe it is not engaging. How can I say this word? It is not. Maybe I am failing in the engagement, but I'm trying to do my best. So I don't know. For example, the last month I was not able to follow my normal schedule here in the streaming, and I lost a lot of views, and maybe not too much people subscribe the way they used to subscribe. So it is hard. But we just have to continue. That's part of the process. Maybe one day I discover like a way that people is going to like, and maybe I'm going to. Yes, but most of the Discord servers are not like something that people would like to. It is like a spam if you do something like that. Most servers consider that like a spam. In Instagram, yes, I have my Instagram. I am trying to upload the last renders. I'm starting to do that. You can check my Instagram. I just share like the 6 Pokemons that I created. I started to do that on Instagram. I started to share that. For Twitter, I don't know, for example, what to do. I don't know what kind of content I will. Maybe people would like to see. Maybe if you have more experience, you can help me there. Give me some advices. Yes, but I use the 3 social networks. I use X, Instagram, and TikTok. As a tutorial section, the Blender community server. I didn't know about that server. I'm going to find that. Okay, what I was trying to do was, let me see. The lips. I like these lips, the color of these lips, so maybe we can try that. Let me see. No. Also, if you want to see the references that I use for my projects, I shared a link for Google Drive, so you can check all the reference image that I use, because someone also asked me for that. So you can see in folders by the projects that we created here on Livestream, you can check all the references that I use. Where is the image that I found? Where is the image that I found? Where is the image? I should name this, but there are a lot of images, so I right now it is like I'm not going to do that. I just need to find the right image. I don't find. I cannot find the image. Here. Sorry. Okay, let's paint this part. I'm going to... no. Let me see. I am... yeah, okay. I am the right place. Let me see for the eyes. This is for the eyes. Maybe here I'm going to select that. Let's try with this one, maybe? No. Whoa. No, what is happening? Why you cannot... sorry. Okay, now... it's like the same color. Let's try... I don't know. Yes, it is like the same color. Let me see. A little bit different. I like it. Okay, we can use that. I'm going to keep this color. I don't know how to paint lips. I never did this before. If there is a woman here, maybe she can help me. I'm just going to try to copy. Let me see the... something like this? I don't know. Something like this, maybe. Sorry if I don't paint this in the right way. I'm going to try to follow this part. And for this part, let me see. Okay, here let me see if I can use the smooth, but like this. Let me see if this is going to look good. Let's see. If this is going to work, but let's try it. I think that maybe it is okay. Maybe this part is not good. Okay, what do you think? I don't know. It is looking good? I don't know. I need help here. It is looking good, I think. Maybe it is not perfect, but it is... here, I forgot about this part. I don't know when women paint her lips if that is... what is the limit in this part. I'm going just to follow here. I don't know if this is okay. But I think that maybe it is the same because it is almost the same color from the inside part of the mouth. Maybe here, I don't know. For now, I'm going to leave it like that, okay? Part is not. Okay, maybe like that. I don't know. It is looking good, I think. Maybe inside the mouth I should paint it, I don't know. With this color maybe. Okay, I think that it is looking good. And finally, not finally, because we can add more details, of course. We're going to do that. The nails. I said that some of the parts of the project, in this case, we don't need to paint it like the way we are doing. Why? Because we are going only to use one color. But just to follow the same process and to see the full colors here, I'm going just to paint it, okay? But you don't need to paint, for example, the nails. I told you that for the nails I'm going to use one color, not the same way that I always use, that is like trying to keep it transparent so we can see inside the nail, and with that it will look like more realistic. In this case, no, it is like she's with her nails, she has painted nails. In this case, the easier part is just to create a material and assign it. But again, we are painting, we are painting, so let's try just to do the same. But it is not necessary. A lot of pieces, for example the curves, a lot of things that we already painted, you don't need to do that. Just assign a material and that's all. So let's paint. What color is going to look good here? Maybe I'm going to use the color from the eyelashes. What do you think? Let's see. I'm going to paint. I'm going to use maybe this color. Let's see. What do you think about that color? Or maybe should I use this one? Or maybe this one? Which one is looking better? The black. Yes, because yes, let's try the black. That is not black, but is almost black. It is like a green, a darker green. I'm going to use that. Okay, I'm going to use that. Which color do you want? Black is looking good. Okay, tell me one color. Red. Okay, let me try with red. The red color, that is the one that is part of the this one, that is part of the costume. That red. I don't have more colors. And also the black, brown red. Okay, let's try with that. For me the black is more neutral. It is like most common, and it looks good for this sculptor that she has a lot of colors. That's why I want that. But let's try with the one that you said. Okay, so this hand is already finished. Let's go to the other hand. Okay. I am not going to discuss that because as an artist I should know more about those combinations, but as a man, I think that for me the basic colors are enough. I always wear one color and I don't care about like that. So it is. I am not an expert with those kind of things. Okay, see. And I think that we finished the painting process, the main colors. Okay, so right now we have these are the basic colors. You can see the colors, but we need to add more like shadows, those kind of things. I was thinking for the shadows and all those things, I don't know if it is better. Okay, let me explain. No, ambient occlusion, no. AO is ambient occlusion, right? You are talking about ambient occlusion. No. Forget about that in sculpting. In sculpting, don't pay attention to to all those things. Most of the things that you create here is with painting, and it is only for render. When you print this, you are not going to see. You are going to print at least the most common way for printing is one color. So you are only going to print this in one color, and then you have to paint it manually by yourself. This is only for render. This is only for render. You are not going to see this in the final printed piece. But I was saying this. So right now the thing that we need to do is render, right? What is the problem? This is only one part of the project. I have 3 more parts: the Hawk status, the base, and the beat. Yes, we have 3 more parts of the project that are in different files. What is the thing? To add shadows, with, of course, we're going to paint. We're going to paint the shadows, maybe some other details about metal, some damage, some rust part in the armor. A lot of for the skin. We have to paint some shadows. Maybe the eyes. We can give her like this kind of makeup. We can do that too. To improve the character. Also we can add some kind of, for example, here we can paint this a little bit more like white or red. If you press your finger in another surface, you can see that maybe your finger is a little bit more red. That is because your blood is like the pressure. Your blood is like in there. So those kind of details, the blood flow, all of those things are extra part of when you are drawing, when you paint in 2D, you need to add all of those things to add more realism to the piece of art in this case. So all of those details, that is the next step before the rendering. And this is extra because we really don't need to do this. We don't, as I told you, we don't need to paint anything. We just finish the sculpting, and that's all that you need for 3D printing. Then you have to deal with the STL files and all of that. But for rendering and for the streaming, we always do this. So it is not like I am a great painter. I have to be honest, I am not a great painter. I don't know too much about what is the name of that? Color theory of color or something like that. Those concepts, I am not. Everything that I learned are like most of you in YouTube, by looking at some books, by myself. I learned by myself, so I did not went to an school, an art school or something like that. So I don't know too much of those things, but at least we can do an extra job. Yes, that self-taught. Yes. That is me. So thank you. No. Most of us here are like that. So right now that is the part that we need to add, because this is just flat colors. Look, it looks good, but we can make it to look great. And the thing why I am talking about this too much, because right now we have different. Let me take screenshots from the other parts, okay? So we can leave everything here, okay? Let's go with this one first. Let me hide this just for a moment. Let me save, of course. I'm going to show you the other parts of the project, okay? The thing is that every part has its own polygons, and there are too much polygons, especially this one. This has too much polygons. So I need to lower that. I don't know if my computer can handle too much polygons. Maybe because I have a great computer, maybe it is going to be something that I am okay. Let me take a screenshot, screen capture of this one, okay? Let me close this file. I'm going to show you the other parts of the file, of the project. Sorry. Let's go with the base. Yes. That's why I don't want to move everything in one file like that. I need to decimate. I need to lower the level of polygons. And that is the part that I was saying, because if I am going to add these shadows, these things, I'm going to lose some polygons, and I don't know if I have to do that. And also to add those shadows, I need everything, because everything is going to affect the project. So this is the base. This is the base. Hawkgirl is going to be standing here, and if you see this damage, let me show you. This damage, these kind of things, these things, it is because the enemy is standing here. I'm going to show you the enemy. You can see some damage because there are separated pieces. So let me take a screenshot of this one too, so you know what I am talking about. Okay, thank you. The bricks were really challenging. These parts of the bricks were really challenging. Okay, let's take a screenshot. Okay, let's close this. Let's go with the other part of the project, that are the hawks. You already saw the hawks. The hawks are going to be in both sides of the base. Let me show you so you can see. All of this we did in these 162 days. It is, as you can see, it is a very challenging project. These are the hawk statues. As you can see, these are part of the base, and you can see the details. So that's why I needed to separate. Okay, let me take a screenshot. Also, maybe I want to change the color of this, I don't know. We'll see that later, okay? And the last part, no, don't save. And the last part of the project is Beath, the enemy that is fighting against Hawkgirl. She's going to be standing over Beath. I am going to return to, this is Beath. Okay, so she's going to stand over him. Her feet is used, you remember that she has a feet like up, so that feet is going to be over here. And also the nails, you remember the base that were with some damage, so it is because he is trying to hold in the base here. So this is the enemy. Okay, as you can see, it has also too much details. That's why I need to keep this separated. He is suffering because she is standing over him. I wanted to add blood and those kind of things, but it was too much, and if I do that, I need to destroy some parts of Hawkgirl armor, and it was no. It is too much. I'm just, let's say that they are starting the fight. Okay, let me take a screenshot for this one too. And I'm going to return to the Hawkgirl. Okay, don't save. Separated. No, this one. Hawkgirl. Okay. And I'm going to bring all the components that we finished. So as you can see, let me activate the screencast. I closed the... what is this? Sorry, one moment. I don't know why the computer works too much to open this. Maybe it is because it has too much images. Okay, then I'm going just to select this. To X. Okay, so here we have the project. Okay, this is the full project. Okay, so my friends, I was saying that right now we have to add the shadows and all of those. We have to paint. So for that, I think that it would be better if I bring everything in one file, right? What do you think? It is better. So once I have everything, we can add some shadows, some parts, some damage. I think that it is a better option, but again, I don't know how this is going to be, because to do that I need to lower a lot of polygons, because each file, each piece, each component has their own number of polygons, and there are too much polygons. Those details are possible because we have enough number of polygons. So the best option right now is to decimate. I'm going to save first. I'm going to move the images a little bit up so we can have a nice thumbnail. This is going to be for the thumbnail. We are at the last part of the streaming, okay? Let me move this a little bit up and then we can continue. Okay, here. So this is all for today, friends. We already finished the painting process, the main part of the painting process. Right now we have to decimate and to paint the extra details. Once we do that, we have to create the background, the lights and all of those, the camera, for the render process, and with that we finish. I retopologize it and then use a displacement map, but I think that if I do that, it is going to be more work because I am trying to just to paint the sculpt. Again, the painting process is just an extra part of the streaming. If I try to do the retopology, it is a lot. You know that. I know that is the best option. I know that is the best option. Modeling is always better because you have lower polygons, right? And you have textures, materials, and with that you can do a lot of things. But remember that I want to show you what is the final sculpture. What is the final sculpture? That's why I add a lot of polygons to add more details. Because if I just add the best option would be maybe to just do the retopology for all the parts and then just add textures. That is better, but that is modeling. For sculpting, no, because if you do that, you are not going to print that. That's also why I don't use shade. Shade smooth? I always use shade flat for the sculpture because I want to show you what you're going to have if you print this model. In a sculpture, this is not concept art. For when you maybe you create a character and you want to show the final character, the final model, even if you are not going to animate it, but you are going to post it for a render, you have to sculpt, then you have to do the low poly version with the retopology and add materials and make it realistic, and if you want to add hair, and then you can move it slightly, not too much. It depends on your model, move slightly in a great pose, and then you render that. But most of those examples of those cases, you are not going to use that for the animation or for the game. In this case, we are not doing that character presentation, if we can call it like that. We are creating the sculpt and then just painting for the render. That's all. The render is extra. The best way is just the way that I would like to be is to have, for example, to sculpt this and not paint at all. Print it and paint it manually and have a final picture with a camera, and that show as the final showcase in the final showcase. That is the best option if you do 3D sculpting, I think, because you are showing that your sculptor works in 3D printed in the 3D printing process, right? But again, I just show you the sculpting process. I wish I have a 3D printing to do that, and if I pay for a service, it is expensive, and I don't have the money to do that. Maybe you gave me an idea. If I don't know if you want me to print something like that, but I like the idea that you shared with me before, the one to contact other artists and that they have 3D printers and try to print this. I like that more. But the other idea is maybe we can reach a goal here, and if we cover that goal, we can print the character. That is also something, but again, it is a little bit expensive, and so something like this is going to be really expensive. More than $100, I think. That is a lot here in my country. Just in case, in my country we use US dollars. That's why I always talk about dollars, because that is the money that we use in my country. We use the US dollars, the dollars that you have in the USA, but of course that things are cheaper here, not as expensive. For example, I can see that in movies, at least in shows, that your health system is really expensive. I think that if one day I go to your country, I wish I will never have like an accident or something like that, because I will get broke, like just paying the bills for the hospital. That is terrible. Here we have free right now. We have free options, public health system, but right now it is a disaster. You gain subscribers, he gains. Yes. I think that is the best option. So I would like share to me the other artists that you know, and I would like to I will contact them to see if we can print something of this. I'm for sure. I think that I'm going to do. If I already created the STL files, I think that I will have to do that process. I don't know if he do the STL files. If he does the STL files, it is better, because trying to do this work again is, for example, I don't know when I'm going to upload this for the CG Trader store, because trying to divide this, trying to split this, trying to merge, no, it is going to be too much work. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So that's all, friends. Thanks for coming. Please remember to subscribe, give it a like, share this content with others, leave a comment below. Also, you can follow me on my other platforms, Twitch, Kick, my social media accounts, X, Instagram, and TikTok. You can find me as Fran Salazar. You have all the links here. Right now, in a few minutes, we'll continue on Twitch with the other project. We're going to return to Twitch, because last month I did not do too much streamings on Twitch and on Kick, because I was working on other projects, freelancing projects. I was very busy on that. And again, we have a schedule for streaming, but I cannot promise that I can follow that, because right now I am working those freelancing projects. So it all depends on those people, and they don't have like a specific date. One day you can see work projects, open projects, and you can apply for that, and if you are in, you have to work and to try to finish in a week most of that. So the deadlines are really challenging. Then you have to wait for the feedback, and then the other feedback, different rounds of feedback, and I cannot say, okay, I finish, I upload my part, in this date I'm going to have the... Right now I do that. So if someone here is working in a freelancing project, in a personal project, or you may need some help, you can contact me. I also do freelance work. You can, again, I am a 3D generalist. I can model, I can sculpt, I can create materials, I can animate, I can create environments. Right now, the project that I am working this last month were only environments. I created environments, low poly environments. I create assets. I just need to know what kind of project you are creating. I think that on March I'm going to start working with another person that he contacted me through Instagram. He's working on a game, and he asked me to create the characters, to model the characters, to model the characters and to create the rigging for those characters. So maybe in March I'm going to be busy again working on that game. If you have any project, just let me know. We can make a deal, and I would love to work on your projects. I really like to do this kind of freelancing work because you learn a lot. When you start with this, you are never ready. You are never ready for what is going to be next. So by starting to working on that, to finish that, it is like you are a better artist, because you learn something new, you solve all the problems, and you finish that, and you know new things, and you are a better artist. That's why I love freelance work. The only bad part is that you don't have maybe like the payments are not as only when you have the project. Once the project is finished, you have to look for another job. That is the only sad part. And maybe if you have independent projects, it is also better, because maybe at some in some cases you can suggest things, and that is cool. The bad thing, I never worked for a big company, just in case. I never worked for a big company, just freelance for a small project. But I think that if you are lucky, you can work in a great project. But if you are not lucky, you work on a project that maybe is going to fail, not because of you, because of the decisions of the people that have the money. And that is not good, because at least you're going to get paid very well. I want to work for, I don't know what is that. I don't know too much of those companies. I just talk with the people that ask me for help, and then I just do that. But if you want, you can try to apply for that. Okay, VFX. That is something that I never do like in a big. No. VFX, I just practice some VFX, but 2D VFX. I animate some explosions, but it was in a personal project that I never completed. But I never did, for example, 3D VFX. I would like to learn that. Maybe in the future. Right now I have to polish my skills in animation and modeling, because I want to to start to create characters for games. I know how to do that, and maybe in March I'm going to learn more because I'm going to do that. But I want for me because I really I would like to create a game. I already have an idea of the game. It is going to be simple, nothing special, but it is going to be my first game, and I would like to do that. I'm going to check that. Now that you said that, I create some VFX, but it is not something really big. I just fire through a missile that I created. It is on my art station. In the animation, I created some fire with particles and with other things that I don't remember. I should take notes of that, and I think that I didn't do that. So maybe I have to learn that again. Yes, I created fire. It was like the missile going through a path, and the fire of the missile. That is the best. That is the only thing with VFX that I did. Yes, but we always improve by practicing. The only way to do things is by practice, and try to just follow other artists to learn from there, but not copy. Because remember that every artist has its own methods, and maybe some things that I use, maybe it is not going to work for you, or maybe some things that other artists use, it is not going to work for me. Remember that here in art, you don't have like a specific way to go. You can try different ways, and the best things, and it all depends on your goal, on your final goal. So that's the thing. Okay, so I have to go right now because if I don't go, I will not be able to continue on Twitch with the other project. If you want, you can follow me on Twitch. Right now we are creating a musketeer from Clash of Clans. I don't remember the game, but one of those games. I am creating a sculptor of the musketeer character. So we're going to continue with that today, okay? So that's all. You can also, if you want to know what kind of computer I have, you have the kit code link here in my YouTube page. In that page, you're going to find in that site, you're going to find all the components. You really have all the components, all the things that I used to I bought to build my PC. I know that the prices are not right now good, and in that time I got really great discounts, but I think that RAM and storage and the GPU are really expensive. So I don't know, I didn't check the prices, but at least you can use that as reference. Maybe you want to improve your computer, or you want to create your own computer, to build your own computer, so you have a great reference there. And if you want to support the channel, you have the options, the super stickers, super chats, super thanks. You also have memberships. Right now the memberships are not you don't have a special content for members. Right now I have the free all the content for free for everyone. I want to work at this for emotes for the members, but I don't have too much time. I will try to do that. Right now, if you join to the memberships, it's only for support. I cannot offer something special for you right now, and I don't want to hide content for everyone. But I'm still thinking on that. Also, you have a PayPal link, and even better, you can get one of my models. If you want assets for your games and animation, you can visit my Turbo Square store. If you want sculptors like this one for 3D printing, you can visit my Cold Studio store. And also, you have CG Trader, a third option where you're going to find both assets and sculptors. You have all the links there. And that's all. Thanks for coming. Please remember to subscribe. Remember, we continue tomorrow if I don't have to work on a new project, if I don't have nothing else of the freelancer projects to do. And right now we're going to continue Twitch, okay? So that's all. Thanks for coming. Remember to subscribe and see you in the next one. Thank you, friend. Goodbye.